Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm Micah Frankel, and joining me today is Maximus Moya ahead of his pro debut at Battle at 5 Points here this coming Friday, South Valley Sports Complex, presented by Legacy Boxing Promotions. Thanks for joining me today, sir. How you feeling? How you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great, ready to go.
Pro debut. This is a huge moment, a big step for you. Not to mention, this is the first time we're talking on camera in 7 years. And at that point, 7 years ago, you were 3 years into the game. How crazy is it just for you to think that you're, I believe, a decade into training in the sport?
It's kind of crazy that, I passed a whole decade doing the sport and I fell in love with it and kept going every day with it.
What was it about the sport? What was it about you that had you returning to the gym after the hardships, after wins and losses? What is it that kept you going?
I just like getting in the ring, showing off my skills and beating people up. That's what I love to do.
How have you evolved as a boxer? How has the game changed for you as you've gotten older?
I think I changed up like a lot of my styles throughout the years, learned more things from new people, went to some different coaches, learned new things from them that really helped me out in the long run.
Well, let's get specific. Where were you when you really felt like you were comfortable? What was your style and how has it changed? Like, were you more aggressive, less aggressive? What do you think are some of the things that have changed just in the last few years?
Now I feel like I got more aggressive, attacking more. Like before, I would really like back off a little, wouldn't do too much, hitting people. Now I feel like I got more, get in there, throw more punches, combinations, landing more shots, picking my shots too.
Earlier this week, I had talked to Abraham Perez, and we're kind of just shooting the breeze before the fights, talking about everybody. And when we get to talking about you on the card, he's like, I feel like Maximus is going to be a lot more suited for the pro style than amateur. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, 'cause I felt like, well, a lot of people used to tell me that I used to have like the pro style, like throughout my amateur career that I had the pro style. So I felt like I'll do better here in the pros than the amateurs, because the amateurs, they go off just throwing a bunch of punches, not even landing half of them. So I felt like I'll do better here in the pros.
What does it mean to you in your game to get the extra round, to have that extra time to work? Because I feel like a lot of guys, it's overwhelming, but it seems like it's something that's just going to allow you to do what you do more. Because from what I'm hearing, you like to pick your shots and be a bit more methodical.
Yeah, I like to land my shots, make sure I'm throwing the right punches at the right time, make sure I'm landing them and doing damage to them too.
And how long did it take you to get used to that style and fully embrace what you were doing and to start just honing in on how you're effective?
It took me quite a while to figure everything out, that what I want to do, how I want to throw it. But I feel like I'm getting it down more and more. Every day I'm training and learning new things, finding more of my shots and landing them cleaner.
And as we look back on that amateur run, I believe competitively, it's been about 7 years of actual amateur competition. How many fights was that?
About like 55, I think I had.
55 fights throughout your amateur run. Was there a number when you started, when you and your dad got into this, that you guys had kind of circled?
Nah, not really. We just kind of go fight whatever we could get, whatever fight we could have. We just do it.
There's a lot of experience there gained in the amateurs. What was the biggest lesson that you took away from those 55 fights?
That if you lose some, you just go back in the gym and train harder for the next one and try to get the win.
As long as I've known you, every time I've seen you in the gym, every time I see you at a competition, I already brought him up once. Your pops is just right there. He's this huge support system, wrapping hands, holding ice buckets. The man does everything he can to be a help and to be involved with the team. Can you talk to us a little bit and tell us what that relationship is like and what it's like having him there supportive for you?
I love him being there every step of the way. He's been there with me. We might butt heads here and there, but he's always there and always supports me and gets me through the gym and does everything mostly for me. So I'm very, happy to have him in my corner.
What was it like, the decision to make the jump to become a professional? Was that full team? Like, tell me about it. How did this come that we're now seeing you fight professionally?
No, we talked about it before, COVID happened. We talked about it. We wanted to do a few more amateur fights, but then COVID hit, and then we just waited, kept training, and then we just decided, it's time to turn pro and jump into the big leagues.
Also, as long as I've known you, now you're jumping into the big leagues alongside your mentor. You've been a team Pitbull member as long as I've known you. What is that like, growing as a boxer up under the tutelage of Al and Josh Torres?
It's great. You gain all the knowledge from a world champion. It feels good training next to him, training with him, and even training me feels good.
What are your expectations for Friday night for your performance? Like you said, you've done it 55 times already. Do you feel like this is going to be a different fight?
Might be a little, but I'm prepared for anything. So just go in there and have fun and get the win. That's all I'm looking forward to.
Have you ever looked back at the interview that we did all those years ago?
I remember it, but I never went back and looked at it.
I just looked at it and I thought I was a lot better at interviewing people than I was at that point. We both did a bad job on that one. This is definitely much better. But from all those years ago in the Team Tapia gym, and you're just starting out, is it surreal that you're going to be a professional? Did you even back then think that this was going to happen?
I had a feeling that I would be training pro. It took, I didn't really think it was going to come, but, it came. So I'm happy to finally be making my pro debut.
And that other part, is it surreal? Does it feel real to you that this is happening now?
Kind of, it's kind of crazy that, I'm training pro after all those years, looking back, thinking that I wouldn't be making my pro debut, but, I came all this way, trained hard, every fight that I had, and did it.
I saw the photos on Facebook. Sparring just wrapped up. Guys from Fit, guys from the Perez gym, all of you guys together at the Team Pitbull gym. What has the sparring and the training been like for this fight?
Oh, it's been great. It's been one of the hardest trainings that I had in a while. So it felt good, getting all that sparring in with everybody. Thanks for all of them coming out and helping me out for this fight.
We can see you wearing the jersey. So, big Dodger guy?
Yeah, I like the Dodgers.
So are you a Kershaw guy or a Bueller guy?
I like a Kershaw.
And are you thinking that you guys are going to make it to the World Series? The Braves stopped you last year.
I don't know. They've got a nice team this year, but I'm not sure yet.
The pro debut is just ahead of us on Friday night. We know that you're calm, composed, obvious guy, but is there a different level of excitement for you for this transition?
Yeah, I'm excited. I might not show it on my face, but yeah, I'm excited to finally get in there and, show my skills, show what I'm capable of and everything.
Sir, it was great getting to talk to you once again. Friday night, everybody, Legacy Boxing Promotions. It's Battle at 5 Points at the South Valley Sports Complex. Max, Anybody you want to thank or shout out to?
I like to thank everybody that helped me out sparring, and my coach, my dad, everybody. Thank you guys. We're ready to put in this work April 22nd and get this dub.